welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Playing with Fire, right? So, well, you're watching it, so you want to find out more about it. Here's the hard part. 4.7 on IMDb. Ooh, that's not good. And I don't get it. I mean, John Cena, Keegan-Michael, John Leguizamo. I mean, like, any other movie with that cast, I mean, they're funny people. It's got to be good, right? And it's about a bunch of firefighters who meet their match when they try and take on 3 kids. I think they adopt them, or I don't know what the term is. Let me see real quick. I could tell you. Whatever. When they attempt to rescue 3 rambunctious kids. Okay, so I mean, they're rescuing them, not like rescuing dogs or adopting them, but whatever. I don't know. I think how could it not be funny with these 3 guys? How could you mess this up? Like, on the surface, this sounds like it's going to be hilarious, and I want to bring my kids down and watch it, but 4.7 on IMDb, so I don't know. Hour and 35 minutes, 36 minutes, whatever. I'll get into it a little bit more, find out what it's really about, and ultimately tell you what I think. Let's see. Let's hope. You never know. People might get it wrong, but usually not this wrong. I mean, 4.7 is pretty low, so let me find out. Let me get back to you. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Playing with Fire, and sorry there's no check-in. And I think the reason there's no check-in is because most of the film, I was sitting here thinking to myself, why is it rated a 4.7? I think that's a terrible rating for this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not an excellent movie, but it's not a 4.7. It's in the 6 or 7 range for me. It's a kid's movie. You know, I didn't actually 100% realize that until I started watching it, but it's just meant for kids. Nickelodeon has a piece of this, or has a part in it, or whatever. And it's about these firefighters, John Cena, Keegan-Michael, and John Leguizamo, who are smoke jumpers. I'm sorry, not firefighters, who jump in and they rescue people, and they rescue 3 kids whose parents aren't there, and bring them back to the, I don't know, what are they called, barracks or whatever. And you know, they can't get them home, and of course 3 firefighters don't want kids, and the kids actually aren't terrible. You know, and some movies are really, really bad, but you know, they start to endear themselves to the firefighters. Firefighters don't really want kids, and then especially John Cena, who's the head of it all, and he has his focus on being the best smoke jumper possible. Sorry, I keep saying that, and wants to lead his own smoke jumper someday, whatever, and doesn't want distractions, and these kids come along. But of course, as time goes on in the movie and as the plot thickens, he starts to warm up to them, and then of course, oh, it's going to be sad to see them go, what's going to happen, kind of stuff. That's your plot, right? Now, in a normal movie setting, one of the areas of opportunity for me was that development piece of them loving each other just happens. I think they're probably there together for 2, maybe 3 days. But it's like they've known each other for weeks, months, and you know, the heartbreak and all that kind of stuff if they're splitting up. So they really rush that piece of it. They're you know, like before the first night that they go to bed, you know, there's this you know, lovingness between them that you know, really can't naturally happen that quickly. But I think that's done because this is made for kids. We can't draw out the development of relationships between kids and adults, you know, in a long setting. When you're talking about 9 to 12-year-olds or whatever watching this movie, they're going to get bored with that. They have to get to the point, and they don't need all of that, and that's why it's not there. So I get it. I don't know why it's rated at 4.7 on IMDb. I didn't read any of the reviews, but it's definitely not there for me. There's a lot of laugh out loud moments. No, there's a lot of cute moments. Smile moments, you know, I think. There might have been 1 or 2 laugh out loud moments for me. But there wasn't anything that was like just bad or, you know, like, kind of thing. It was, I got what they were trying to do, and it was cute. So I don't get it. And put it over the top. For me, so there's a lot of things I like about, you know, outside of the actual movie, you know, when I watch movies about true stories or certain things I like comedies. When I see a comedy, I also like to see the gag reel. You know, I don't get the DVDs all the time and have to be able to go to the gag reel, so when they throw them in the credits, it's a bonus for me. There's a gag reel in these credits, so I enjoyed that, and that elevates it a little bit more for me. Like I said, I'm probably at a 6 for this. You know, it's worth watching if you have kids. If you like these 3 actors, you gotta check it out. There is another actor in it. I mean, there's multiple actors in it, but there's another firefighter. His name in the movie is Axe. He's kind of a waste. Not too funny there, but you know, the other 3 are pretty funny. So I don't understand why it was so low. I'll probably read the comments after I do this review. I don't like to be jaded or biased when I do the review. I like to see it afterwards. But yeah, don't read that. Listen to me. If you think you're interested, check it out. I mean, set your expectations. Maybe that's the other thing. I had my expectations pretty low, but set your expectations around a 6, and I think you'd be pretty satisfied with it. So, kids movie, so you know that, with 3 pretty decent actors, funny actors. So that's it. That's all I got for you. Let me know what you saw. If you saw it, you know, put in some comments for me. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and tell your friends, and continue to tune in to Kimmel's Irish Pub.